What's going on? Welcome back. Doki Doki Blue Skies Part 5. We left off in quite a... I was about to say predicament, but who actually says predicament, right? We're in a little bit of an internal struggle here, a little bit of a conflict. And I was very not sure which one to pick, but I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with the Natsuki run because this has been the Natsuki run, and it'll continue being the Natsuki run, but I think we're gonna go with Sayori. I think that's just like the better option here. I don't think this damages our relationship with Natsuki at all. I don't think this forces us into the Sayori route, and I think that it's not worth taking a risk in saying Natsuki. Like, I don't see any potential benefits of saying Natsuki, but I do know things could be bad if I didn't say Sayori. So we're gonna say Sayori here. And we have it saved, so we could always retcon back if we need to, but I think we'll be fine. I'd walk with you, of course. Sayori paused for a moment. She glanced at me from the side before turning away. But she's great and all that stuff. Jeez. Her reply surprises me, and I'm not sure how to answer or what she wants to hear. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Tommy Lamau. She gives me a pained smile. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve what she wanted to, so... I mean, deserve doesn't... Deserve to walk home with me? Am I, like, really that great? I mean, I'm pretty great. Let's not lie. Like, I'm pretty awesome. I'm pretty epic and cool, but... anyways. I really can't figure out sometimes. Besides, like I said, I enjoyed catching up with you again. Why would I just change that for another girl, huh? Walking home with you and talking about just anything, it's a great throwback. She doesn't seem as happy as I'd have imagined. I mean, both our childhoods were pleasant. Strange. Yeah, it's almost as if she is terribly depressed, and yeah, that's not a good look. Or us. Not good look for us. We're not being good looks, I guess. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so Sayori and I part ways without saying another word. Awkward as hell, but that's just how it is. Alright. Alright, this is a new soundtrack. No response. I'm alone as usual. Alright, well, I guess we're just kinda... We come home to an empty house, feels bad, man. Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or a game. Man, that is like the low-hanging fruit of like funny joke, man. Haha, protagonist says he is protagonist of game, lol. Must be going stir crazy. Mom's still on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her, but I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for herself, let alone a kid. And since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner, digging through my cabinets to find some old soup cups. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place the meal in the microwave. And when it cooks, my mind wanders to my performance earlier. That daydream is so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull off that performance again, this time in front of a crowd? Alright, I actually, for the poem performance, I got one in mind it's gonna be such a banger. So it goes, and I've been practicing this, so this is kind of like me doing a performance in place of the character, right? So it goes, interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. And that's you know, I've been working on that, so let me know if that was good or not. I think it was kind of fire, but anyways. It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. I guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Thing about it, I guess I'm kind of subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. Before it even, in some cases. I wonder if I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. Okay, so it actually gives us a reason rather than just, like, not giving us one in the original. I wasn't intentional or anything, it just happened. At least I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club. It's given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't anime or video games. Talking with the girls made me feel more appreciated. It's a nice feeling, something that's been missing for me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned I get for her I get. He said some pretty weird stuff, but I guess people just have their off days. Spoiler alert, it's not an off day. It is definitely not an off day. Maybe she's changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I don't know, man. I mean... I don't know. Since sure we started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change. We'll go back to how we used to. Beep, I hope. Probably not. Almost certainly not. But we'll do our best, I guess. and a lovely transition screen. Honestly, it's always nice seeing new stuff like that. Hopefully we'll see more new content very soon. But we are going to keep at it. I think despite our earlier choice, I think we go with more Natsuki words. This is the Natsuki playthrough after all. So, this is what we're going to go with. So, now as far as these, I think Giggle is Natsuki. Alright. Precious. No, that's her. Okay. I think Nibble is Natsuki. Alright, cool. Let's go with Hope. That's Sire. Headphones? Natsuki. Natsuki is loud. Sayori's loud. Ribbon is Sire. Kiss? Natsuki? Nice. Sweet. That's Pure. No. Rainbow. Alright, we might be accidentally doing a Sayori poem here. I'm not gonna lie. Doki Doki. Once again, Natsuki's the canon choice because Doki Doki, that's her word. I mean, one more evidence you need. Kitty is Natsuki. Leave Marshmallow is Natsuki. All right. Candy Natsuki. Cute. Games. That word. I'd feel weird saying it. Bubbles maybe? Alright, cool. Love. Sorry. I kind of figured, honestly. Pout is Natsuki. Alright, last one. Silly. Okay. It's actually pretty close between Sayori and Natsuki, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a little bit... I mean, it's not the end of the world if I get a Natsuki poem, honestly. I don't think it's that big of a deal. But, that being said, we might have just gotten a Natsuki poem. Or a Sayori poem. The last one here. Don't worry about it, everyone's late from time to time. Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack. I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual, I just lost track of time today. I hope she hasn't been up to no good, the way she hasn't been up to no good in the base game. What made you forget the time? That's a funny story, actually. Ignore the unexplained pause. Anyways, that's a funny story, actually. I recently decided to learn how to play the piano, so I was practicing just now. Oh, God. That's not a good sign. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off. You can play the piano, it's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself. It's not as cool as you might make it out to be. I've only been playing for a little while, so I've still got ways to go before I'm any good. If you'd pick up an instrument too, Yuri, you could definitely see you playing the violin. That pretty much suits Yuri perfectly, actually. The violin is a beautiful instrument. Now, I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well. Flutes can be calm and elegant, just like you. Thank you. What's it like to play the piano? It's really an enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment, it can sound gentle and soothing, next powerful and full of force. Piano is an instrument that I'm familiar with too. Well, at least somewhat. My father signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. Actually, me too. He'd been playing it since high school, and wanted to pass his passion down to me, but I never really got into it. Considering that, you'd think that I would hate the piano, but for some reason I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Maybe because it reminds me of my father in a way. Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First, starting your own club from the ground, and now picking up piano on a whim. I doubt I'd be able to do that. I don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it, which is why we're all going to do amazing at the festival. I can't wait for the festival. That's surprising. Last time she was pretty adamant against it, but alright. It's gonna be awesome. Nancy, weren't you just protesting the festival yesterday? Yeah. What's up with that? Well, obviously I meant besides our part of the festival. I still don't like the idea of performing. Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to whole debate over again, but I am looking forward to everything else. There's a whole day of school you get to run around and eat till you burst. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. Kinda reminds me of a certain someone. Speaking of which, where is Sayori? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the back of the room, staring out the window. I walk over to her. Alright, main character, time for you to not be a dick and actually do something good and be nice to, you know, your friend. Something about Squid. They removed the this Squid Easter egg. Easter egg? I don't know. The little Mon Ika thing. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Are you okay? She forced smiles, not very convincing. Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be? I don't know. You just seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but my mom wonders back what she asked me as we were walking home together. You worry too much, Halma. I'm fine, seriously. She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems much more Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that feels like something's up. She must have noticed, and she hastens to explain. To tell you the truth, I didn't get much sleep this night. I'm really tired. I finally look right. Yeah. Seriously, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Want to spend some time with others? I might try and have a little nap. Sure. Alright. You know, if anything's bothering you, you can talk to me, alright? I hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods. Suffering might be a little strong for word. You know what I mean. Oh man, red flags all over, and like... It's not like in the base game where I'm just totally don't give a shit at all, but... Still. Man, it's, anxiety. It's been a good few years since we've probably hung out together. Maybe she's changed. Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. I'm sure she does. I timidly approach her. She's shuffling some papers at her desk. Tommy Lamau, what's up? I decided to just jump right in. There's no point in beating around the bush. Now, I've been wondering, is Monica the same as in like the base game? Like, does she still have those powers? I don't know. Hey, so have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently? Wrong? What do you mean? I don't know. It's just she seems a little downcast today. So, do you have any idea why she might be feeling off? Like, have you ever seen her act this way before? No, I can't say I've seen her like this before. Yeah, she says she's just feeling tired. She didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful. Her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica appears across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and nap? Could have sworn that was the case, but I guess not. Maybe there is something on her mind. My question, though, is why you're asking me, Tommy Lamau. You certainly know her longer than I have. Yeah, well, we spent more time around her recently than I have at the club and all. I guess so. But I've never seen her dismiss me. Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but I felt like she just wanted me gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for, you know. I just want to ask if you knew anything, that's all. No, I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. After all, it's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about her well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wants to be left alone. Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have. Perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyways. Alright, fair enough then. I hope she's more receptive to you than she was with me. When I pauses, studying my word facial expression, the warmth of her smile reflects in her eyes. You really care about her, don't you? From what I can gather, you've been friends for a while. Yeah, childhood friends. Although before I joined the club, we've been drifting a lot, and I hate thinking that she's been like this without me around to help her. I know it's hard time Lamau. It's never easy seeing a friend suffer, but for what it's worth, she's lucky to have someone that's so thoughtful looking out for her. Don't blame yourself for this. You can always be there for everyone. You can always be there for everyone. I know she's right, but the feeling of guilt still resides. Yeah, I guess. I mean, hey, she's been a lot happier since you joined the club, you know. Is that so? Yeah, she told me she was kind of surprised at first. She didn't expect you wanted to join. Once she got over that, she enjoyed hanging you around. Having you around. Hanging me around? That'd be awkward. Anyways, I know it's hard seeing her like this. I'll talk to her and see what I can do, okay? She'll be fine. Don't you worry. I'm still worrying. Sure hope so. Let's just hope you're right, Monica. Thank you for everything, by the way. You've been a big help. You're too kind, Tom Lau. Nothing to thank me for. She stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet. I sigh and set myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica to talk to her. Hey, you. I look up to see Sayori standing next to me. Well, don't just sit there. You don't have much time today. Oh, right, my bad. I gotta read your god-awful slice of life manga. So bad. I didn't mean to worry. It's not like I'm worried or anything. It's just... Natsuki glanced at her hands. She's holding the third volume. Oh, right, yeah, that. Oh, God, sorry. Something just came up recently. We can get started now. Jeez. If something's bothering you, just tell me to go away, you know. Assuming you don't want to talk about it. She mumbles that last part, so I might have heard it. No, it's okay. It's not really that big of a deal. I'm just a bit concerned about Sayori is all. Sayori? Yeah, she seems distant today. I don't know. She says she's tired, but there's something in the back of my mind telling me it's more than that. Natsuki takes a moment to reflect on what I just said. I think you're just being paranoid, Tommy Lamau. Once again, Natsuki So unlikable. If she doesn't want to tell you why she's feeling down, then it's probably nothing really important. So unlikable. Natsuki is just the worst in this mod. She's your best friend, so I think she'd come to you first if anything happened. I mean, I guess you're right. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. I guess you get that way when you've known someone as long as I've known Sayori. Friends for a while, right? Yeah, but as long as I can remember, you must really care about her. The expression on Natsuki's face almost a bit jealous. Well, as my best friend, yeah. Let's see where this conversation's going. I'm trying to change subjects. Anyway, as you said, we don't have much time. Let's get started. Yeah, sure. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles reassuringly at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who do I show my poem to first? We know Natsuki. As always. Alright, let's see it. You're certainly enthusiastic, aren't you? Of course. You know I like your writing. Ah, thanks. Oh, shut up. We're gonna actually turn the auto on. Natsuki punches my arm. I did take you a while to admit that, didn't I? Oh, wait. If I click, it turns off auto. So, let's leave it off. Admit what? That you like my writing? Well, of course. I had to put you in your place, after all. If I told you that you're good right off the bat, you would have gotten cocky. It's not like I was shy or something stupid like that. Or like jealous because of your writing skills. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. I feel bad for anyone that gets jealous. Natsuki, yeah? You're not exactly the most confident in your writing, are you? Natsuki doesn't say a word. I finally understand. Natsuki acts so arrogantly to hide her insecurities from other people. If she constantly says she's the best, people might just end up believing her. I mean, I definitely did. Time them out. Be completely honest. Do you like my poems? Natsuki, of course I do. I already told you, your poems are my inspiration. I look up to you as a writer. Thank you, I need to hear that. It's just that people never take me seriously, you know? All they ever say is that I'm cute or childish. Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody ever listens. I put a lot of effort into my writing. It seems like you're the only one who truly appreciates it. You just dismiss it because it's not sophisticated enough for her. Natsuki realized you might have said that a bit too loud and stops talking. Natsuki, I'm sorry to treat you like that when I first met you. I had no idea how much you hated that, and I'm sorry. And yeah, people can be jerks. They quickly form impressions and don't give people a chance, which sucks. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. But you can't change people. You gotta take them as they are. I know. It just makes me mad. Yeah, it is pretty stupid, I'll admit, but that's life. That's what all the people say. Riding high in April, shut down in May. That's how it goes. Yeah, we both sit in silence for a minute. Well, moving on. Can I see your poem? I go to reach for Natsuki's poem, which is sitting on a nearby desk, but she grabs my wrist. No. I mean, it's not any good. And yours is probably better anyways. Natsuki, you know I also like your writing. Besides, you have high standards to yourself. If you say it's bad, then it's more than likely just fine. Okay, here. Jeez. Natsuki turns away from me. I don't want you to see my face right now. Alright. Blue. It used to be that all my sight was filled with shades of black and white. Then one day I found someone and somehow I could see alright. I felt so small and I had no clue that everything could have such hue. But when you came and held my hand, I felt like you had changed my view. A rainbow of colors sprouted out from the trust you showed me without a doubt. My struggles before all faded away when I found what understanding is all about. Whenever I feel like I'm losing my way and my will starts to shake and shiver and sway, I'll still stand and fight and look to the light. Cause when I have you, I won't go astray. Sometimes the sunlight is hidden from view and shadows will threaten to drown me anew. But I'll start to smile when we talk a while, cause when I'm with you, the skies are blue. Doki Doki Blue Skies, you get it? Ha ha ha. Well, it was a good poem. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was really nice. Shout out to whoever read that poem. I actually don't know the names of each writer and all that, but whoever it is, shout out. If you hate it, then just say it. I won't get mad. Well, no, I don't hate it. It was just unexpected. I'm not used to you being this nice to me. Don't just say that. You know what the point of writing is, right? Expressing feelings you can't say out loud. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for not always getting the point. I do try, and thank you for showing this to me. I really like it. I mean, I remember that I can think like this sometimes too, and I'm glad you like it. I am the pro after all. Natsuki's voice soft and shaky, a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. Confidence in her voice whenever she's bragging is completely gone. Do you want this back? I have another poem for the others to see. I guess I'll keep it. Okay. Natsuki avoids eye contact as I slip her poem in my bag. That was a nice moment. That was nice. Finally, Natsuki is I'm actually getting some. Well, not that I wasn't enjoying it before, but Some of the Natsuki content I was getting before I wasn't all too happy with, so I'm glad that was pretty good. We're off to Sayori next. Good to see you taking poetry seriously, Tom O'Malley. Yeah, truthfully, I wasn't sure how much I'd like writing poems, but coming here made me realize how enjoyable it can be. Looks like you've been influenced by Natsuki too. Have I? Did you write it specifically for her? What? No. What gave you that impression? Never mind, it's a nice poem, by the way. Ah, thank you. An awkward silence descends upon us. It's good to see you making friends, though. Seeing you get closer to them, seeing you happy, it makes me happy, too. I turn to look at her, but she's deliberately avoiding eye contact as she aimlessly fiddles with her pen in her hands. Her words really don't match her demeanor. No sense in questioning it, though, as I already know what the response would be. How was your nap, by the way? Oh yeah, it was great. It really helps. I'm fully aware that she didn't nap at all, and the fact she went along with the lie further confirms my suspicions. I opened my mouth to call her on it, but I stopped remembering Natsuki's words. Maybe Natsuki was right. Perhaps I am just overreacting. I'm not. As she pointed out, Sayori is my best friend, and again, it's not like we've really been acting like best friends over the past few years. Clearly there's some distance between us, as much as I don't want to admit it. All I can do now is let her know I'm there for her and respect her boundaries. Sometimes you just have to work with the hand you've been dealt, I guess. Hey, Sayori, look, this might sound a bit weird, but I just want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter what's going on. I shouldn't have cried earlier. I should respect your privacy. It's just hard for me to sit back and do, well, feel like nothing. It's okay. I appreciate the concern. Thank you. Anyway, Monika told me she wanted to discuss her festival preparations after everyone was done sharing poems. So I should probably show you my poem now. Anyways, here it is. Alright, I was gonna say, I would have been a little bit upset if we didn't get to see it. Fairy tale. In a kingdom far away, in a kingdom far, far away, there was a castle. In the castle, there was a wish. The wish came to be long, long ago. She was made to be an angel, but I wasn't an angel. I was just a wish to make everyone happy. I took on their burdens and did what I could. I kept safe their dreams like a guardian should. The seeds from my efforts then spread far and wide. I fed them with power I found deep inside. People liked me when I made things right, but they got used to it and stopped believing so much. I watched the children playing and felt sad, but I was happy too, I really was. It truly was enough to be the fairy godmother, the one everyone depended on and trusted. But time kept on passing as I gave my all. I had nothing left and couldn't stand tall, but I kept on going as I'd always done, a soldier in battle with nowhere to run. Even wishes got tired too. Once everyone was happy, my job was done, but what came after? I could see darkness on the horizon. Quick, make it all go away. With everything's big and bright, what more could anyone wish for? Nobody knew how long it would keep up, but they kept living happily, happily, happily ever after. So this is very similar to her other poem. Kind of how, you know, she can make everyone happy, everyone around her happy, but then, you know, what's left for her? A nice poem. So, what do you think? Well, Sayori, I had no idea you could write like this. Is it something else? Have the others seen this? No, not yet. You're the first I've shown it to. What an honor, eh? So, what's this one about? From what I can gather, it's about someone who tries to keep everyone happy. She nods. And people like that, but eventually they kind of got used to it. But that's okay, because at least they were still happy. And this person, the kingdom's wish, even she gets a little tired from time to time. As long as everyone's happy, that's her job. She's happy when the others are happy. That's the most important thing. I look back at the poem trying to pick up on the more subtle meanings, but surely the angel doesn't have to be all alone. People don't have to depend on her just to be happy. Surely the angel could share the responsibility, right? I don't know, maybe I'm looking into this a little bit too much. It just feels kind of sorry for her. I blink. Am I seriously empathizing with a fictional angel? It's funny because Sayori's also fictional. This mod's so clever. Maybe I'm really getting into this poetry thing, and I'm glad my poems can get such a reaction out of you. I really put a lot of thought into this one last night. You seem to pick up on it. With an uncomfortable dawn of realization, it's become quite clear how this poem relates to Sayori. I'm not gonna have much luck questioning that, though. Well, I hope the angel finds happiness soon. Maybe she should share burdens with other people. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I did the winks while I was nudging, and I did the nudges while I was saying wink, whatever. She just might be surprised at how receptive the people of the kingdom are. But then they'll be sad. That would be selfish. Or maybe they'll be happy to give something back to their angel. After all, she was keeping them happy. It's only fair they get to give something back, right? Shaking the head and a sad smile is my only response. Well, I guess that's that for now. I guess we're gonna show it to Yuri next, who I probably won't see hers again, which sucks. Perhaps she wants to be left alone for now. I'll let her come if she changes her mind. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. I kind of hate that. Because we're missing out on so many. I think Yuri poems are actually really good because it kind of tests the writers of the mod. Because Yuri's poems are always very abstract, So the fact I don't get to see them because I'm going on the Natsuki route sucks. It's really bad. Really unfortunate. I time them out. I approach Monica wanting to talk about Sayori with her some more, but she takes control of the conversation before I can say anything. Immediately jumps into club business. This might come as a surprise, but we have a festival coming up soon. Oh wow, never would have guessed. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing for a bunch of people, I'll have to give some thought. Like, if I just straight up go on stage and hit them with the interior crocodile alligator, like, it's clip. Like, I just steal the show. I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea then. I have to give some more thought. About any praise the girls might have given me, I really doubt that my poetry's up to snuff. It's actually kind of fire, but nonetheless, I'm sure that there's just a little bias during the poetry discussions. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. Well, you wouldn't want to let down the club, right? Says that with a teasing tone, but it chill runs down my spine when I think about the implications of disappointing everyone. Who knows what Monica would do to me if I betrayed her as her loyal literature club subject. Not to mention, I'm also looking forward to seeing your performance. Right. That's definitely not something I can relate to. Haha. Don't worry so much, you'll do fine. After all, you've been doing fine in these poetry discussions so far. So you say. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Here it is. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. The box, part 2. Wait, is this mine or is this Monica's? I think it's Monica's, right? On my nightstand sits an ornate box, painstakingly crafted, decorated with the most delicate filigree. I have no idea what that word is. Beautiful, beautiful, the most beautiful box you'd ever see. In that box stands a slender porcelain ballerina. No, not dance, twirl. She is inanimate yet animate, cold yet vibrant, and oh, so beautiful. The most beautiful ballerina you'd ever seen. She spins and spins and spins as the box's melody goes twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. She neither smiles nor frowns, a permanent look of blank composure painted on her facade. Ignore background analysis. They're all in your head. You're imagining them. You're imagining it. He dances for my amusement, and yet I am evaded by amusement. The room spins around me. Vertigo. I want answers, but she gives me none. I slam the box closed, and yet the room still spins. My skin, porcelain. Is this all she is meant to be? Is this the meaning she is supposed to derive? Is this the sole purpose of her existence? And then her skin cracks, shattering. How abstract. I mean, I can kind of get the meaning. It's obviously it's hard to put into like words. It's hard to like explain it, but it's like, you know, it relates to how background noises, how she's like inanimate, but like, I don't know, you know what I mean. How she's Monica and all that. I feel like looking for answers and contemplating your reality are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Your reality, ooh. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Paradoxical. That's a word, I guess. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club is writing about things that are more sad than happy. How fitting. Somber subjects for a somber day. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't one-dimensional creatures. That's what makes people so interesting. You might think that it would be way better if everyone is happy and uncomplicated all the time. But how would we know what happiness was if it weren't for the sadness to compare it to? I mean, I guess that's true. Even so, I'd rather not see my friend so troubled. Anyway, here's Monica's ranks of the day. Do you ever feel discouraged when something you've put a lot of time into doesn't get as much attention as you thought it would? Wow, it's like all my videos ever. It's crazy. Except for the ones that actually do get popular, like all the Love Live ones. The ones I put the minimum time into and effort into, and they blow up, and the ones I put all of them get nothing. Crazy, right? I know. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Anyone who's put content into this website, or, you know, put a lot of effort into like Twitch or content creation like that, it's never really what you want. Whatever blows up, it's never really what you want to blow up, you know? It is tough. For instance, you could have spent hours and hours on a poem, only to have their friends barely glance at it when you show it to them. It might make you feel like doing anything anymore is useless, but the sad truth is, the world is so saturated with creative works already, most people won't receive any attention, at least relative to the most popular artists and authors. There's actually not much you can do in that situation besides try your best. However, you also shouldn't think of things in terms of popularity and numbers of views. Damn, this poem's actually going at me a little bit. The most important thing should be your own personal self-satisfaction. If you're proud of yourself and your work, then I say that's enough success. That was the most depressing writing tip of the day ever. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I'm actually liking this mod, honestly. It's like, I feel there's a lot of heart into it, and I like it. Okay, everyone, we're all done sharing poems, right? In which case, let's start figuring out what we're all gonna do for the festival. I still remembered. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Anyways, as I was saying, well, I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making her specialty, cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sorry, you mentioned goodie bags earlier, if I remember correctly. Yep, want to make some goodie bags for everyone, and put in little quotes, bookmarks, and candies. I guess that was it. Great idea, people love that. Indeed, we're glad you're helping, Sayuri. You guys, nothing special. The cupcakes sound amazing, though. Of course, because I'll be making them. We all share a collective laugh. How about you, Yuri? Ideally, I'd like to do something that can enhance the atmosphere of our performances. I'd like to experiment with some aromatherapy as well, if that's okay with you. Of course, that's fine. I'm excited to see what you come up with. Like a freaking hair in my eye. They've also got beautiful handwriting, so perhaps something that involves that. Yuri ponders for a moment. How about banners and decorations? It's funny you mentioned that. I was just about to say that myself. Well, great minds think alike. She shares the laugh with Yuri and turns to me. Anyway, that just leaves you, Tamilmao, the only club member who's useless. That's me. It's always me. It's always me. It's never not me. Don't say that. In fact, it looks like all of us have lots of work to do for the festival. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that some help would be much appreciated. It's basically a choice between who to spend my weekend with. Why do I suddenly feel so nervous? I suppose I could use a bit of help. Not that I really need it, but if you want to help me bake stuff, I could always just have you do some dirty work. But if you help, you better not make a cupcake to eat. I totally would. Now, see, I doubt Time will want to help you if you make him out to be a burden. If you don't need any help, I believe he'd be better off assisting someone else. Well, that's up to him to decide. Maybe he likes baking. Have you ever thought of that? Besides, how hard could making decorations be anyways? God, not this again. It's not as though I'm only speaking for myself. My consigliere would likely would be appreciative of help as well. Not that it really matters, but decorating requires a lot of creativity and meticulous work. True. So does baking. Also true. You've never baked a day in your life. How could you possibly know? Throughout their baker, I can't help but notice Sayuri hasn't said a word. Does she not want me to help her? Or am I just overthinking this? It's impossible to think properly with this argument going on. Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's like Natsuki said. Tamilmao's the only one who gets to decide how he'd like to contribute. There's no need to argue over him like he's the last boy on Earth. I think it's fair to say that each of us have plenty of work to do. It has nothing to do with him being a boy. I agree, we're merely discussing our workloads. That's it, nothing more. Looks like Natsuki and Monica have united... yeah, you know what I mean. You can read. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez. Can we just move on already? Alright then, moving along. Tamilmao, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Yeah, right, of course. Very well. And Sayuri says nothing. In that case, everyone looks straight at me, wavering expressions playing on their faces. Of course I'm gonna go with... Alright. We're gonna call it a part. I try to have the next part out within the next few days after this one, but that's definitely gonna be it. Still eagerly awaiting all the new content, but all that juicy stuff's gonna come once we get all the base storyline stuff out of the way. So, I'm not gonna say this is more filler, because last episode was definitely just filler. It was 100% filler, no doubt, but I enjoyed this. I don't know. The dialogue kind of struck a chord with me. I don't know. Think about it. Anyways, I don't know. I was gonna do like an outro, but I still don't have one.